Hey everyone, welcome to today's 3-hour long cleaning marathon. I don't always do these, but I figured it would be a good addition to today's video. I tossed in some of my most popular videos this past year, and there's cleaning, decluttering, there's organizing, a little bit of everything to help get you the extreme cleaning motivation you need. So let's hop into it. Hey everyone, welcome to today's 2-day clean and organize. As always, I'm sharing some real life cleaning with some speed cleaning motivation. If you're new here, I'm Becca. I'm a mom to 3 boys, a military spouse, and I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and join the family. If you like extreme cleaning motivation and decluttering and organizing, you will absolutely love my channel. Today we are starting off in my 2 younger boys' bedroom, and I keep all of my older younger child. I keep all of his stuff in these containers in their closet because eventually my youngest one will grow into them. So I save all of his stuff for my youngest, and it's about that time to go through it and pick through and grab the things that he will now fit into. I have been needing to do this for so long, and I've just been putting it off, and I'm to the point now where almost nothing fits my youngest in his drawers, so it's got to be done. So we are taking care of that now. This is the pile of stuff that was in those drawers that will now fit Tristan. I need to wash it all just because it's been sitting in these cubbies for a very long time, and let me know if I'm the only one or if you understand where I'm coming from. But I feel like, what if there's like a spider that crawled in there or something like that? I mean, we get our house sprayed annually, but still I dust and spiders, and I know it's closed in, but it's not completely closed in, so I like to wash all of that stuff first before I go ahead and switch it into the drawers.
I don't get anything done, you're stuck on my mind. I keep on missing your touch, missing your vibe. This feeling I go when I sit what we have.
This is all stuff that will no longer fit my youngest because I waited too long to go through these drawers. Or also it's stuff like, he doesn't like the fuzzy one-piece pajamas. He runs very hot. He doesn't even like to sleep with a blanket, and he literally would sleep naked every night if I let him. But he doesn't like those pajamas because he always runs so warm anyways. So those I just have been going through and just passing along. I have a cousin who has a 1-year-old son, so typically whatever doesn't fit Tristan anymore, I go ahead and give to her. But we are just going to go through the drawers now and get everything out of the dryer because there's always a load in the dryer. Y'all know me, there's always a load in the dryer. But we are going to switch these clothes and then work on getting everything in the actual dresser organized and everything that doesn't need to be in there anymore, because both boys had clothes in there that they had outgrown or they were on the cusp of outgrowing that just needed to go. So it was time to go through all that stuff before trying to fit all of these clothes, because if you didn't notice, that was an insane amount of clothes.
Give me all you got.
These are the drawer dividers that I will be using today. I picked these up off of Amazon and I will have them linked down below. I really like them. They are super simple to use, very easy and efficient. I really wanted to find drawer dividers that went from side to side, but unfortunately I could not find any anywhere that were long enough for that, because I really just wanted to divide the drawer in half, but unfortunately I couldn't find anything that long. So I decided to just go with these ones, which I'm happy I did because they worked out great, and I'm very happy with how everything turned out.
About to leave, already packing, come with me. I'm not really asking, we'll get away to a place where we don't.
I wanted to check in and see how you are doing. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you have going on, anything fun, exciting, or anything you want to chat about. I just like to take a minute and just check in and see how everybody is doing. We unfortunately over here have been sick lately. We're not exactly sure what's going on. Grayson, Colby got sick, my oldest got sick earlier in the week, and it was just kind of a sore throat and a fever, and then he stayed home for a few days, and then a couple days after that I got a phone call from the school because Grayson was running a fever and saying his throat hurt. Unfortunately, strep is going around right now. Chris is now sick. I have been sick, but not as sick as the boys. Chris is pretty sick. I've never had strep in my entire life, and I've heard that if you've never had it, that you probably just aren't really susceptible to it. So I don't know. I guess we will see.
Not looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche.
I'm going to be using these clear containers for the underwear and like sock drawer. I really wanted something to kind of divide them so they weren't kind of just floating around everywhere. They seem to always get like lost, and you know, things get lost and stuck underneath things and whatnot. So I really wanted to kind of just divide them up into two containers. These containers ended up being a little bit smaller than I preferred, so I probably will switch them out for bigger ones when I find them. I'll probably look at like Dollar Tree, but I will use these again in like my makeup drawer or something. I really like the acrylic like clear containers like this, so I will for sure find a use for them either way, but for now they'll stay here till I find ones to go in here to fit better. I can't quite fit all of the boys' clothes in that one dresser, so I hang all of Tristan's shirts in the closet, and that just works out really well for us. And I needed to quickly go through and just take out whatever shirts in here do not fit him anymore.
I said the last drink was the last drink. You make it hard to leave. We're telling secrets in the dark while drinking whiskey neat. I would fall in a second if you let me, 'cause you're all that I want. Could you let me in? The last drink was the last drink, but I don't want to leave.
We're gonna take a break from the boys' room and get the kitchen all cleaned up before bed. I had needed some more bowls. All of our bowls, we only had a few bowls left because they kept breaking, or you know, the kids break them by accident, and we had only had a few bowls left, and I'm not ready to buy nice like plateware right now, just because my kids break stuff so easily that I'd rather just do plastic for now in this season of life. And Target has those plastic bowls, and we have all of their plastic plates and cups, so we just went ahead and picked up some more of those. They're super affordable and durable. I love them. Chris also saw this while he was out at TJ Maxx. It's a Ray Dunn coffee like Yeti type thing, and of course he knows I love Ray Dunn and he knows I love my coffee, so he was an awesome husband and picked that up for me.
But I don't wanna leave. I wanna get closer. Don't want this night to be over. Wanna get closer. It's not over. Yeah, we could go back to my place. 'Cause I don't wanna waste no precious time. So let's go back to my place. If it's only for tonight, let's make it count. I love it how you touch feels. I love it how you look at me in my place. No, I don't wanna waste no precious time.
Getting all the dishes done is super important to me before bed. I try to do this every single night. It doesn't always happen, but I do, especially if the sink is pretty full. If there's only a few dishes in the sink, I might quickly just wipe down the kitchen and head upstairs and deal with it in the morning. But if the sink is full like this, I try to make sure to get it done at night just to get it out of the way. And thankfully this night Chris was home, so he was getting the kids ready for bed so that I was able to knock this out really quick while he does that and meet him back upstairs to do the bedtime routine.
We could go back to my place. 'Cause I don't wanna waste no precious time. So let's go back to my place. If it's only for tonight, let's make it count. I love it how you touch feels. I love it how you look at me in my place. No, I don't wanna waste no precious time. I wanna get to your clothes, gotta get it right now. I wanna push all the limits with you right now. So watch your feelings, the city's screaming, we're not coming home tonight. We're living quick in the world, gotta get it right now. People talk and tell what you wanna hear now, but they all disappear, they will let you down. So we better stick together, let's come whatever. We're not coming home tonight. We're living quick in the world, gotta get it right now. We only need the two of us together. I need only you in this crazy world. 'Cause we got love.
I always feel like it's a race against time because I set up my robot vacuum to run at night, right while, like, during the time we would typically be going upstairs, but it's like so close to the time we would be going upstairs that some nights we're a little behind schedule. And I try to get everything wiped off before it starts running, like, you know, push all the crumbs from the countertop on the floor and wipe off the dining room table and everything so that all those crumbs get picked up by the vacuum. But I'm always rushing around to try to get that done before the vacuum goes off. I can't believe it is already May and summer is quickly approaching for us. Our kids are out of school at the end of May, Let me know in the comments down below, when are your children out of school? I know when I grew up in Connecticut, we got out in like mid-June. It's much later than here, especially if we had a lot of snow days. Then obviously we would have more school days at the end of the year as well. And here, obviously, we don't get snow days in South Carolina. It does not snow here like ever. So we don't really have a whole lot of days that we miss. Every now and then we'll miss some for weather, for like hurricane season and stuff, but it's not that often. But yeah, so our kids are out at the end of May. I'm really excited to be able to do some fun things over the summer. I have a few trips planned and I'm so excited. It's going to be a blast. We're really trying to put our best foot forward to really focus on family and focus on taking time as a family and not just like running through the motions, and not like, it's so easy to get caught up on just like taking it day by day and not planning to like do the extra things. I have a really bad habit of doing that. I'm just waking up and taking the day where the day takes me instead of really planning to do, you know, fun things and vacations and stuff like that. And we're in a season in our life right now where our kids are a little bit older, so we can do stuff like that. We are financially stable, so we can do stuff like that. So I really want to start focusing on putting the effort towards doing more to make memories like that. I want my kids to grow up and, you know, one day be like, oh, I remember when we went and did this and when we went and did this. Like, I want to build those memories with them. So we're going to try and pack this summer with a lot of family fun and even some like adult fun. I'm probably going to get out for a little bit by myself, which will be really nice too. But let me know in the comments down below what you have going on, or if you have anything planned this summer. Moving on to the next day, and this is the insane amount of clothes that we were working on. This was also dirty clothes as well as the clothes that were in that clear container. So it was just a lot. Typically, I do not let their laundry get this bad. I barely ever even let their laundry get full, to be honest. I try to wash their laundry like every 5 days because they're little clothes. Let me tell you, if you wait until it's full, that's a lot of clothes. This was a overflowing basket. This was more than a full basket, but I try not even to wait till the basket is completely full because there's just so many little pieces of clothing and it takes forever to fold. It is my least favorite load of laundry to fold, so I typically try to clean it before it becomes this daunting, but obviously this was a completely different situation. So we are going to spend the rest of the day sitting here and folding this laundry. Just kidding. It doesn't really take me all day, but I'm over exaggerating.
I don't usually fall for someone. I don't even care who I run from. You're on my mind, and you know I'm broken, but you're not the kind, on my mind, so listen. I'm on the run, afraid of heights, and too much for sound, but oh, you make me numb, like no one else. You're too much to calm me down. Oh, you're another kind. Oh, you're another kind. Oh, you're another kind. Hey, yeah, another kind. Another kind. I don't usually like people, no. I just think they got too much to say. You're on my mind, and you know I'm broken, but you're another kind, on my mind, so listen. I'm on the run, afraid of heights, and too much for sound, but oh, you make me numb, like no one else. You're too much to calm me down. Oh, you're another kind. Oh, you're another kind.
I was really excited to get these clothes in the drawer and get them all organized and see how well functioning these drawer dividers are. I felt like whenever there wasn't any drawer dividers in here, everything was kind of just like falling all over the place, and the kids would come in and quickly mess it up real fast. I was trying to like keep it organized without it like falling over, without anything holding it up. So I was really excited to get all of this organized and get everything in the drawers and see how well it functioned.
You're another kind, another kind.
Lay awake until the morning in an ocean so deep. Got a feeling like I'm dauntless whenever you're next to me. 'Cause I've climbed higher than I could dream of. Now using wires, I know I'm falling free. You set me off into emotion where I can just be me. You give a little, but you're giving me just what I need. No time for riddles, you're in the middle of my self-release. You have unchained me. You haven't, yeah, you have unchained me. You haven't, yeah.
So I ended up not having enough room in the pajama drawer for all of Tristan's pajamas because he inherits all of Grayson's old pajamas, and there was just a lot between the few things we have bought him and then the few things, or the ton of things that we already had, because once again I didn't go through the drawers. I really should have gone through these drawers, but I went ahead and decided that I would put all of the like winter style long sleeve pajamas, I would put them all in that clear container until it got cold out, because obviously we're hitting summer. It's South Carolina. It's already in the 80s here. He does not need to be wearing long sleeves. That's for like dead of winter when it's really cold. By really cold, I mean not really cold because it's South Carolina, but it's cold, you know, when it is cold and we have the heat on and everything like that, it does get chillier in the house. So I will wait for that time of year to put those back out, since they don't fit and we don't really need them at the moment.
I don't spend time thinking about what could go wrong. I deal with them one at a time. I'm holding my head up. You give a little, you give a little, but you're giving me just what I need. No time for riddles, you're in the middle of my self-release. 'Cause you have unchained me. You haven't, yeah.
While I'm in here doing all of this in their room, I figured I would give everything a quick wipe down as well and just get everything dusted off. I feel like everything could always use a really quick wipe down and dusting, so we're just gonna do that real quick. Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for coming back. And for those of you who recently found my channel, thank you so much for taking the time to click on my video. Today we are doing a messy house cleaning motivation video. As you can tell, my house is a complete disaster. We were preparing for the first week of school. We had gone school shopping and things just really got out of hand trying to get organized. So we are going to clean up this mess now.
Be free like a summer night.
It's always a struggle getting into the swing of things after an entire summer and not having much of a routine, because I'm a stay-at-home mom or work from home mom, however you want to put it. So of course we really don't have a huge routine, and summer just throws that, like whatever little bit of routine we had kind of just throws it right out the window. So it's always a struggle getting back into the routine. Let me know in the comments. I cannot be alone in this feeling, but the first week of school was brutal for me getting back into the swing of things. How are you guys doing?
We don't need to go on a fast. I need this night to last. Slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down.
All of those clothes on the floor are from us doing school shopping, and I went ahead while we were just hanging out watching TV. I went ahead and like cut all the tags off of them and got the stickers off and got them ready to go in the washing machine and get washed. If you're new to my channel and you're coming over from Carla's channel, or this is just your first time here, my name is Becca and I am a mom to 3 boys and a military spouse who thankfully is so close to retiring from the military. So pretty soon here he will be changing career paths, but we are staying here in South Carolina where we are currently stationed. We do love it here. We might move in the future to a less populated area, but for now, my 16-year-old is going to finish out high school. I would not want to move him. You know, his high school years, those are some of the hardest years to be moved around. So we are going to stick it out here for the next few years. But if you're new, I would love for you to leave me a comment down below and let me learn something about you.
When it seems like you have lost control, and you feel like you're alone, when you lost something worth fighting for, do you take it as a low? All I need is another chance to get back up and make amends. Gotta let me try. All I need is another chance. This time will be different. Gotta let me try. Leave the skyline, heading back to old times. Light the pipe up to feel like I'm doing fine. Chase the space with whatever I'm chasing. Anything to leave my head where the mistakes feel like a blessing. And my mind is clear of the mess I'm in. Chase the space with whatever I'm chasing. Anything to leave my head.
Moving on to the kitchen where there's just always chaos and messes, but we're gonna get this cleaned up. Tristan is over here eating his snack. I can tell you right now, this boy throws back food like nobody's business. He literally eats all day long. My middle child barely eats anything. I have to pretty much force him to eat. And then my oldest and youngest, I mean, they can't get enough of food. Good, bad, whatever, it doesn't matter. Food is just, they love food, which I'm very, very thankful for. I only have one picky eater, thankfully, because to you moms who have multiple picky eaters or even just one picky eater, my heart goes out to you. It's so hard to kind of try to get your picky eater to eat, because if they're anything like mine, he literally will just go without eating. He does not care. So I'm just happy that I have 2 that actually enjoy food, but Tristan literally is always eating. So we're going to get over to these dishes and get this taken care of.
Where the mistakes feel like a blessing, and my mind is clear of the mess I'm in. Chase the space with whatever I'm chasing. Anything to leave my head. It feels like I'm just running away every day. Heading back to old times with things I can't anyway. To leave my head.
They keep telling me stay on the low. I'll be better off burning slow. I should learn how to get back in line, but I'm gonna take what's mine. Shake me, you can try and break me, but baby you got it wrong. I won't play along.
I know it's really kind of early, but I feel like everybody's feeling the itch really early this year. But let me know, are you ready for fall decorating? I have recently started decorating just here and there, a little bit throughout the house, just to get ready. I have shared that on Instagram, which if you didn't know, I did create a home decor Instagram account. It's called Cookie Cutter Upgrade, and it's always linked in the description box down below. I have like a personal page, basically, Becka Berry, which is more like family life, mom life, and everything. And then I have the home decor one where I share a lot of like my decor, and I'm going to be sharing makeovers and stuff like that. I'm going to share, dressing the house up for fall. But yeah, if you're interested in that, head over to those. Let me know though, have you started decorating for fall? Are you feeling the itch too? Let me know how you're feeling about it.
And I won't hide, I will live it loud. Through highs and the lows, I won't let go. Undeniable. I'm kinda new with apologies. Holding back, I got history. Yeah, yeah. But the way you've been crossing the line, oh, it's something in me that says it's fine. Hoping you wouldn't change me. Got the same old thoughts, be my referee. I will be alright. Never cut it right, but somehow you make me change. Like I'm better off with you. Like I'm better off with
I recently went to Sam's Club and picked up some more apples, so I figured that I would get these off the counter. I set them next to the sink because I wanted to rinse them off and wash them off, because my children like to just grab them right out of the fridge and start eating them. So I wanted to make sure that they were all clean and rinsed off, so when they are ready to eat an apple, they can just grab it and go.
me. Got the same old thoughts, be my referee. I will be alright. Never cut it right, but somehow you make me change. Like I'm better off.
This is our entryway from our garage, so this area gets pretty messy pretty quickly. It is literally almost every day. By the end of the day, there's shoes everywhere, all of that chaos. And my kids are pretty good at putting them away, but of course sometimes they just need to be told. I leave my shoes that I put on and off all day long out as well, and at the end of the day I usually just put them up. But yeah, this area gets messy very quickly.
Alright, never cut it right, but somehow you make me change. You make me wanna do better. I don't know why. You make me wanna do better. You make me wanna do better. I don't know.
On the next day of cleaning, I wanted to get the boys' bathroom all taken care of, so we're going to work on getting these areas really just cleaned, because if you have kids, their bathrooms get messy very fast. And for anybody who's new and might be a little confused, this bathroom is like a Jack and Jill bathroom. So one half is this half, which is my oldest son's half of the bathroom, and it's right off of his bedroom. And then the middle of the bathroom is like the toilet and the shower, and then on the other side of that is the big vanity area for the two younger boys.
and off again and again. I don't know which way we're going, no control. You push me, then you pull me back in. Don't know if I can decipher how your mind works. Yeah, you leave me wondering what it's like to feel your skin. I will keep on trying till you give me a sign. Give me a sign. Oh, give me a sign. Baby, give me a sign. Just give me one more. You leave me hanging, begging for more. Think that I'm addicted to this, can't resist to be a little risky and go for it, cause I want you close. I'm so exposed when you're keeping me wondering. You know I'd do anything to be in your arms again. So give me a sign. Give me a sign. Oh, give me a sign. Baby, give me a sign. Just give me one more, talking to you. Here we go again, staying up all night to see if you've been texting me. Where do we go from here?
Whenever I clean one bathroom, I go ahead and take all of the towels and bath mats from all of the bathrooms and I throw them in the wash all at once, so I'm not doing multiple loads or making more work for myself by cleaning them as I clean each bathroom. I also try to vacuum and steam mop every bathroom on the same day. So I actually did the bathroom in my bedroom and I did the bathroom downstairs on the same day. I didn't share it because that would be super repetitive, but I try to make it easier on myself and do that, because if I try to break it up into different days, it does become more daunting. If I just do it all at once, then it just gets done. I don't have to worry about doing the other ones later.
We've been on and off again and again. I don't know which way we're going, no control. You push me, then you pull me back in. So give me a sign. Give me a sign. Oh, baby, just give me a sign. Baby, give me a sign. Just give me one more, talking to you and here we go again, staying up all night to see if you've been texting me. Where do we go from here? I wanna go all in. So give me a sign. Yeah, give me a sign. Yeah, give me a sign. Just give me a sign. Baby, give me a sign. Give me a sign. Just give me a sign. Just give me a sign. Give me a sign. Just give me one more.
I don't wanna seem all rude, but I can't remember where I am. A mattress on an old wood floor and fragments of the night before. I don't wanna waste no time, and you don't wanna waste your love. Even though your kiss on fire, my mind is all blurry now. Feeling low, hard to breathe, but this I know, I won't leave. Waking up in a bed with my head on the chest that I don't even know, but I guess it makes sense, 'cause I know
I love cleaning the toilet bowl with this Clorox toilet wand cleaner, because as soon as I'm done cleaning the toilet bowl, I get to throw the disc thing away, the messiest part, the grossest part. I get to throw it away and start over new next time. There's just something satisfying knowing that you're not like cross-contaminating nastiness with, I mean, we've all used those toilet bowl cleaners that sit on the side of your toilet, the brushes. I used them for many, many years. I grew up using them, but I just love using the Clorox toilet wand because I get to throw the gross part away every time. It's not just sitting there like, growing all kinds of bacteria and nastiness.
feeling low, hard to breathe, but this I know, I won't leave. Waking up in a bed with my head on the chest that I don't even know, but I guess it makes sense, 'cause I know
Before I move on to cleaning the playroom, I'm going to go ahead and switch the laundry that I started earlier, and get those towels and bath mats started. Surprisingly, the playroom was not much of a mess at all tonight because we have been really diligent about having the kids pick up after themselves every single night and really just enforcing it lately. So it hasn't been getting nearly as messy because it's not going days at a time without being cleaned up. And I have to say, the kids have been doing such a great job at keeping it cleaned up. Every day they take out very minimal toys. Like, they used to take out every single toy all the time, but now that we have been more diligent about them picking up every single day, they definitely don't take out as many because they have the rationality to think, I do not want to clean this up later. So we've definitely been working on that, and we're making huge strides.
You're watching me like you want me, but you're still holding back, still holding back. Honestly, you're annoying me with the way that you keep playing. Show me your love like it is, like it is. Bend open my heart like you're fearless. Steal all the gold you can get, you can get. Show me your love, leave me breathless, breathless. I'm out of patience, I'm out of feels, but I guess I'm waiting around for something real. I'm going crazy, like what's the deal? 'Cause I want you to show me what you feel. You're watching me like you want me, but you're still holding back, still holding back. Honestly, you're annoying me with the way that you keep playing. Show me your love like it is, like it is. Bend open my heart like you're fearless. Steal all the gold you can.
We're going to get all of this laundry folded up and put away, and this will be the last task of the day. I really love sitting here and just watching TV, I think, or listening to a podcast. I believe I was listening to a podcast on this day. I have been just really loving listening to podcasts, and honestly, let me know if you're somebody who has an Audible account, because I've been really considering maybe getting Audible. In the past, I felt like it wasn't worth what I would pay because I just knew me and I probably wouldn't get my listens worth, for what I was paying. It'd just be another subscription that I don't use. But more recently, I've been really wanting to get Audible and really just listen to books. Like, instead of listening to so many podcasts, instead listen to books, especially books that are informative and helpful and self-help books. I would love to do that, but let me know what your opinion is if you have Audible.
At the wrong place at the right time, 'cause suddenly there you were with those bright blue eyes. We were conversing under the night sky when you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy, I will let my guard down. Don't wanna be shy, I belong to you.
Hey everyone, welcome to today's complete disaster cleaning. I'm going to be sharing with you a messy house transformation, and as you can tell, my house is a real life mess. This place is trashed, so we need to get it all cleaned up and back in functioning order again. If you're new here, I'm Becca. I'm a mom to 3 boys and a military spouse, and I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and join the family. We are starting off in my dining room today. We had just ate dinner and we had happened to have takeout this night. We do take out probably a little bit too frequently during the summertime, but this all needed to get cleared up so I could wipe down the table. Has anyone else been struggling lately to keep their house clean? I have been seriously struggling to keep the house clean lately, and I know a lot of it has to do with it just being summertime. We spent a lot of time outside. 4th of July weekend was crazy busy. We had family in town, and then on top of it, we had Grayson's birthday party the weekend afterwards, so it's just been really hard to keep up with the daily chores, to be honest. I am like struggling to keep up, and I feel like I have days where I like catch up and get ahead, and then very quickly I fall back behind again. My house these days, I feel like one area will be clean and spotless, but another one will be completely trashed. Please let me know I am not alone.
I don't know how or how you do it. You blow my mind without a word. Ooh, stuck upside down. I might be dreaming. There's no way back now. Like every inch of my body, wanna dance with you all night long.
So funny story about these trash bags. I went ahead and ordered trash bags through Walmart pickup, and the ones I usually get weren't in stock, so they like suggested other ones to me. And at a glance, these bags look like they were basically the same thing, just a different brand. So I went ahead and I purchased them. I get home, my husband goes to put them in the, in the trash can, because that's how low we were on trash bags, that we really needed them like that day. And he went to go put them in there, and he's like, "Did you order 30-gallon bags?" I was like, no. And I went on the app and double checked, and I was like, no, I did. I ordered 30-gallon bags. So for a few days until I went out and bought more trash bags, we were using trash bags that were insanely way too big for our trash cans, but I made it work. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the rest of these bags. We'll probably use them for like lawn care stuff, but I also needed to get in this cabinet and really clean it out because it was disgusting.
Come on and show me what you got. 'Cause I don't care if they think we're meant to be falling in love with you. I'll do it again and again and again and again.
For me, having the dishes all out of the sink and having an empty sink and a cleaned up kitchen, I get the same feeling as the vacuum lines in the carpet about having an empty sink. I just love it. I know my sink is like almost never empty, and every time you come to my channel, we started off with the kitchen, or we finish it with the kitchen, and I always have a full sink of dishes, and maybe that's why I enjoy it so much, because it's not often that I get to see an empty sink, but for that couple of minutes when it's empty, it is literally the best feeling, I feel like.
You don't have to save me, just be my parachute.
If you're new here, if you're coming from Jabara's channel, I just want to welcome you and say hello. Thank you so much for coming over. Thank you so much for choosing to click on this video if you're new and this is the first video you're seeing from my channel. I appreciate you guys taking the time to come and hang out with us today and get some cleaning motivation. I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and stick around. It would mean the world to me if you guys keep coming back to my videos and thoroughly enjoy this cleaning motivation, or just enjoy it to get you really motivated. So let me know in the comments down below if there's anything specific that you like seeing on cleaning channels, any type of cleaning like decluttering or organizing or some type of deep cleaning. I would love to get your opinions in the comments down below. I also want to let you know that I have a vlogging channel, and I always have it linked in the description box down below, but it's called Sincerely Becka, and I do a lot of motivational, productive, get it all done, vlogging, whatever you want to call them, but I always jam pack it with the busiest day that I have in the week when I have a lot going on, just to really help get you motivated and get you through your to-do list. And I love just doing it vlog style and really chatting with everybody. It's a way for me to get to know you better. I feel like I connect with you guys over there so much more than I'm able to over here. But if you like that style of content, if I could talk tonight, sorry, words are clearly hard for me right now. But if you like that style of content, go ahead and head over there and say hello.
Love me like a stranger. Let it be unique. Run away with me. Love me like a. Love me like a. Love me like a. Love me like a stranger. Maybe you're a bird singing for believers, a song meant to be heard, but never meant for preaching. I don't know where you're gonna head off to, but I know that you'll go where your heart's at. You might cross the sea. What will be, will be. Wanna make this adventure with you. Love me like a stranger, like a melody flowing wild and free. Love me like a stranger, let it be unique. Run away with me. Love me like a. Love me like a. Love me like a.
The island somehow on this day became a landing spot for pretty much just everything. Energy drinks, you know, our clean microfiber cloths, water, everything just ended up landing on this counter for the day. And so we're going to get that all cleaned up, organized, and put away.
I've been waiting all my life for someone like you, like you. I would watch the days go by.
I go through olive oil so fast. I use olive oil for just about everything, especially to use it for like non-sticking purposes or for frying something on the stove top. I go through olive oil really fast. So let me know if you love olive oil as well. A frequent question I get every time I clean this area in the kitchen is, what is that thing above your stove? And for those of you who are new and haven't already heard me say this 100 times, it is a pot filler. It's basically just a fancy way of saying it's a water line. It just makes it easier because when we had this house built, we knew there was going to be an island in between like where the stovetop area is and the sink. So we just figured, you know what, it'll be easier just to do the pot filler. And honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, it was something that my husband and I had like always wanted. That was like one of our dream kitchen items, and we basically made our dream kitchen in this house. We built this house and the kitchen is the home of this house. It just is. That's where we put our money. That's where, you know, we really wanted to do the upgrades. We didn't do a lot of upgrades in this house, but that was an area we did. So when they said they offered the pot filler, we both were sold on it. Now we're moving on to the back entryway because there's just a lot going on back here. This area, it's messy literally by the end of the day. It looks like this every single day by the end of the day. Between the kids coming in here, it's kind of a confined space, so it doesn't take much for it to look cluttered really fast. And y'all, I'm not gonna lie to you. The fact that my kids take their shoes off when they walk in the door, I'm so appreciative of, and I'm so happy with that. Sometimes if their shoes don't make it in the closet, I don't even care. I don't even care. They remember to take their shoes off, and that's the important thing to me. And a lot of the times I will say, hey, go put your shoes away, and they'll go right back and they'll put them away with no fussing or anything. But just getting them in the habit of actually taking their shoes off is a win in my book.
I keep missing us, miss your touch, missing your body, babe. Tell me what I'm gonna do. Come back to me, come back, baby. Can't hide what I feel, just want you to save me. I keep missing us, miss your touch, missing your body, babe. Tell me what I'm gonna do. Can't hide what I feel, just want you to save me. Come back to me.
Here is your daily reminder that even though I have a YouTube channel and I do cleaning on it, I'm still not very organized with any of it because I had 2 loads of laundry that were sitting in my laundry room for far too long. On this particular day, I had these in the dryer. I had a basket full of the boys' clothes that once I took these out, I went ahead and put the boys' clothes back in the dryer to be put on de-wrinkle. So I just wanted to prove to you that this is real life and I don't have it all together all the time, and messes happen. You get to them when you get to them, and don't ever sweat the small stuff like that because life is just way too short and it's just laundry. It's not going anywhere. You can fold it tomorrow.
Watching you, never felt so lonely, babe. I wanna be there next to you. I keep missing us, miss your touch, missing your body, babe. Tell me what I'm gonna do. Come back to me, come back, baby. Can't hide what I feel, just want you to save me. I keep Small town, big crowd, and there you were in front of me. Small talk, big thoughts, all we wanted was to escape. This sounds too small for dreams like this. Don't wanna settle down, don't wanna miss out on adventures, things we have.
I'm completely ashamed and embarrassed to admit this, but you know, I always keep it real over here. So after I did my try on for the Cup She dresses last week, I think it was the week before this, right? So after I did them, I kind of wasn't sure how I wanted to hang some of them because I didn't want them to like leave any imprints on the dresses. And some of them, like you can tell right now, I'm retying them. So I kind of just tossed them in the corner of the closet and was like, I'll get to them another day. Well, here we are a week later, finally getting to them.
Hands up, such a rush. I love having you here with me. To dream big is no sin. The sky has no limit, yeah, we're free. This sounds too small for dreams like this. Don't wanna settle down, don't wanna miss out on adventures, things we haven't seen. Take my hand, follow me. Baby, we're leaving midnight.
Example A of another load going into the dryer that will not be touched for 2 to 3 days. I will eventually come back to it, but I am a creature of habit, and this will stay in the dryer for a few days before I fold it. Now for the most daunting task of my life, I'm going to fold the boys' clothes. As they get older and they get bigger, it'll be less and less daunting as their clothes are just so little now that there's so many pieces in a full load. It's insane the amount of clothing these boys have and consume. It's just a lot. So I usually try to fold these in front of the TV, or while I'm really into a podcast. That way I can kind of just like get lost into whatever episode of Schitt's Creek I'm watching, because usually that's what I'm watching, or I can get lost in a podcast so that I'm mindlessly folding these clothes.
Think I'll try this a new way. I'm gonna show you the tricks that I know. I'm getting tired of talking, and I need more of a show right now. It's time that you made your mind up, 'cause lately all it ever does is change. Feels like we're only talking, going round and around, back around. I will fight like no other every day. I won't stop like the others. I will stay. 'Cause now is the right time, and I'm feeling alright. I'm playing your game like I know I can win right now. You got me on tonight, 'cause loving you is like I'm walking a tightrope so high. I won't be turning around, no, I won't be turning around. It's the right time, you feeling alright. I'm playing your game like I will win tonight. I think I'll do it on my way. I'm gonna show you what I'm going through, get you out of your comfort zone, 'cause I need more of the truth right now. It's time that you made your mind up, 'cause lately all it ever does is change. Feels like we're only talking, going round and around, back around. I will fight like no other every day. I won't stop like the others. I will stay. 'Cause car in the backseat. Wide awake is the way that you left me, oh. Now it's clear we are here back at your house, and I keep fading into the shooting me with words, but I won't let them bruise. Even though it hurts, I won't show it to you, 'cause it will ricochet. I won't let it bite. I will look at you and tell you that I'm alright. Like a ricochet, it will come back to you. Let me tell you, no, because my eyes are open, your words will keep bouncing away. And even if you're trying to...
Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. If you're new, I'm Becca, and today we are doing a clean, declutter, and organize. I'm getting rid of so much stuff. We're gonna be in my boys' closet, and it's a big walk-in closet, and it becomes a catch pile for all kinds of random stuff that probably should just be thrown away or gotten rid of, but it's gotten so overwhelming that I can barely walk through it. But before I start in the closet, I always like to clean up the room I'm going to be working in, so that I have a clean space to really start taking everything out, so that the mess from what I'm taking out is not, mixed in with a whole nother mess, So once we get this room all cleaned up, we're gonna head into the closet and start taking stuff out. But if you're new here, I'm Becca. I'm a mom to 3 boys and a wife, and I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and join the family. I put out long cleaning videos twice a week, every Monday and Friday, and I try to put out at least one short every single week as well, to give you just a little pop of motivation. I always keep it real over here, and I do a lot of decluttering and organizing as well, and I always jam-pack these videos with real life messes. So if you like that type of content, be sure to hit that subscribe button.
But it will ricochet, I won't let it bite. I will look at you and tell you that I'm alright. Like a ricochet, it will come back to you.
As you can see, this closet is jam-packed with so much stuff. And for me, when I'm decluttering and organizing a space, I really like to just get everything out of the space and then put it in like small organized piles. Small, I say small, they're big organized piles, I guess you could say, to start going through the stuff. And everybody has a different method that, helps them, right? But this makes me feel a little less overwhelmed if I take the stuff out, and as I'm taking it out, I'm piling it into certain categories almost. That way it's easier to go through those smaller sections of stuff. Whereas if you just come in here and you start going through everything as you're in here, it can be overwhelming, and you're looking around, you feel like you're not really making a dent. So getting it all out is usually where I like to get started. So we're gonna get everything out of this closet, separate them into different piles, and go from there. So like I said, I like to store a lot of junk in this closet just because it's a big space, but these plastic things, those small ones, I was using a while ago in my closet and I didn't need them anymore, but I didn't want to get rid of them yet because I'm a hoarder. And so I went ahead and kept them and just stored them in here for now, which they're going to come in use later. So happy I did keep them. But that big plastic furniture stuff, I actually have been using throughout the years since Grayson was a baby to store all of his clothes. I was going to say his baby clothes, but even his toddler clothes and his kid clothes. I still use it to store a lot of his stuff because obviously with having Tristan, who is 2 years younger than him, he will eventually grow into that stuff. So I try to keep everything so that they can be hand-me-downs, but all of this stuff on the top of the closet, it's still pretty decently organized, but it's just so much stuff and I feel like it's unnecessary. Like we don't need this much stuff hanging out up here, a lot of it can be gone through and either stored better or just gotten rid of. Before we move on with going through everything, we're gonna give the closet a good vacuum. I don't think, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't think I've vacuumed this closet since when we first moved into this house over 2 years ago, because there's always so much stuff in it that it's like I can't really get in and vacuum because the floor was covered. So definitely needed a good vacuum. So we're gonna do that before we start putting stuff back in here after we organize it. So I have this pack and play, which I'm going to donate to either some type of homeless shelter or domestic violence shelter. I really like to make sure that I donate to places like that because it is really so important. They always need items like that. But this is a part of the boys' cribs slash toddler beds slash full-size beds. Like those beds turn into full-size beds, but they're really big and like bulky, and with the both of them in this room, it just wasn't feasible. I wasn't going to be able to fit both of those beds comfortably in this space without them being on top of each other. So we decided to just get these beds that we have now off Amazon, which were super affordable, and I love how they look. But once they, outgrow those beds and decide to separate rooms, because right now they love sharing rooms, I'm gonna go ahead and, use those other beds. So we wanted to keep a hold of them. They were pretty expensive too, so I wasn't ready to let go, but I did have all the other pieces to the beds in the other closet in like the gym room, so that one piece just managed to stay behind for some reason. So I'm gonna move it over now. All of these clothes I'm taking out, pretty much I need to go through because some of them will actually fit Tristan now. They just need to be gone through. Some of them won't fit him for a little while. So the ones that do fit him now, I'm going to toss into the hamper so I can wash them and he can start wearing them. And then I'm going to start a pile for clothes that either I missed and aren't going to fit him anymore, or clothes that can go back in the plastic containers for when he gets a little bigger.
I am hooked on you, and that makes me say, oh man, you make it feel like paradise. Goddamn, I think I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh man, you make it feel like paradise.
Since we have a full load of laundry now, I'm going to go ahead and toss this basket of clothes in the wash so it can get washing while we are working on the rest of the room. I knew there was still some shirts in his closet that he had outgrown that I really just needed to go through and get out of here. So figured now was the perfect time to do that. So I'm going to quickly go through. Tristan is the only one that I hang clothes in here for. Well, I do hang like Grayson's jackets or like sweatshirts in here, but Grayson fits all of his stuff in the drawers, and then Tristan didn't quite fit everything. So I went ahead and just started hanging Tristan's shirts in here, and it's worked out perfectly that way. But yeah, I figured I would go through it really quick and just get all of that stuff out.
Loving me was all you tried when you were around. I've been told too many times now. Yeah, loving me was all you tried when you were.
So I don't need these clear containers anymore. These big ones at least. I actually only ended up needing one of the smaller ones as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and take one of the smaller ones and the bigger ones and just repurpose them or donate them or something, but we definitely don't need it in here. And we're trying to eliminate, even though that's a big closet, I don't want it to be like jam-packed with stuff. I don't want a lot of stuff to be on the floor or in the way. So the fact that we could get everything down to just one of these little containers is wonderful.
Don't wanna be trapped, don't wanna be down. Looking for a new start.
So I had a lot of diapers and swimmers and pull-ups left over from when Tristan stopped using all of this stuff. I even had like a brand new tube of rash cream because I had just bought one right before he got out of diapers. So I'm gonna put it all in this Huggies box, and I gave it to my friend who still has a little one, so somebody will get use out of it.
But somewhere going high, looking for a new start. Yeah, somewhere going high, looking for a new start, for a new start. Looking for a new.
So this is all the stuff that was on the shelves in the closet, and a lot of it, not a lot of it, I guess probably half of this pile really could just be gone through and gotten rid of or donated. Like, there's just a lot of things that I was holding on to that I didn't really need to hold on to. I do want to keep the Switch box, but like there was a few like boxes for like toys and lights and stuff like that that I did not need to keep. There was also like there's just a lot of random stuff in this pile. There was a lot of blankets, and we don't need that many blankets, so I'm going to donate like half the pile. Some of them were important blankets, and they were from whenever Chris was a baby, or things that, you know, grandparents had made for the kids. So of course I'm going to keep those ones, but other than that, there's just no need to have all of this stuff and all of these blankets. And I really felt like going through this big pile, you know, that was really just the important thing that needed to happen, because over the last couple of years, I've really just like randomly stored stuff. Once again, it's just a catch-all. Like, it's an open space, so when I needed to store stuff, it was easy to just toss it at the top of the closet and worry about it later. So now it's later, and we're gonna go through it.
Looking for a new start.
Everybody's been saying that you're up to no good. Everyone has been telling me that you got me hooked. You're playing it big time. You're feeding me lies. Everyone has been bugging me to sever the
This was Grayson's name board whenever he was in daycare. When he was a baby, I actually worked at the daycare on base, and he was in the infant room at the time, and I wasn't allowed to work in the same room as you just aren't allowed to work in the same room as your child, because obviously you're going to play favoritism, you can't help it. But he was in daycare, and in, you know, their infant rooms, they had you make, you know, boards for them, and so that was the one I made him, and I just held on to it after all these years. I honestly will probably keep it for the rest of my life. I just love it so much.
Should've known by your rap sheet that you weren't nice, but now I am telling you I'm going to smile. But I would never, ever, ever would have believed them, no reason.
All right, now that we got some things organized, we're gonna start putting more stuff back into the closet. That green and blue big plastic thing is actually the case for the shark. If you are familiar with my channel, I got my boys ride-on shark, like baby shark, for Christmas, and that's kind of its home. And I try to leave it downstairs to store it in that, but it's kind of a pain to get it in and out of it. So I don't want to get rid of it, just because one day when I do get rid of it, you know, I'll probably sell it with that thing, or if I have to move again, I want to put it in there to keep it safe. So I'm gonna go ahead and just hold on to it and keep it in the closet. I also decided to take this box because it was just sitting unfolded or sitting folded up in the closet, so I figured I'll put it to use. But I put all of the baby stuff in that box, like their coming home outfits, their like blankets that I want to keep and like, you know, remember and everything like that. So I went ahead and used that box for that.
Lucky, lucky, lucky me. I won, got it done. Lucky, lucky, lucky me. Lucky, lucky, lucky. I won't let the door hit when I leave. I guess that I was born beneath a very lucky star. And in a week or two, I won't remember who you are. I guess that I was born beneath a very lucky star. And in a week or two, I won't remember who you are. This town's so lame, I'm feeling so wired. It's 4 a.m., I'm not even tired. We're in your car, we can drive away. Oh yeah, we're almost there. I'm loving this feeling of something new. Just right what I needed, take me there.
This is actually the pile of blankets that are from family and made by family members and stuff. I'm gonna actually keep that in my closet for safekeeping. Those were their Halloween costumes from this past year, which I keep the Halloween costumes because my kids like to repeat them, so I don't want to get rid of them in case they want to wear them again next year. And then these are all their stuffed animals. They don't really play with stuffed animals, but a lot of these are kind of like, they have a lot of sentimental value, probably more for me than my kids, but I'm not ready to get rid of them yet, so I'm gonna neatly pile them up in their closet.
A gentle breeze, the night's got a fever, to the moon and back, playing loud in the speakers. You and me, can I marry you right away? Oh yeah. Listen to the midnight radio. Listen to the midnight radio. We can drive through the night, sing along to the midnight radio. Don't wanna wait.
This is the pile of clothes that I'm going to donate and put in the donation pile. I already have a donation pile going, but a lot of clothes that don't fit either one of the boys anymore and just need to be gotten rid of and go to a good home where somebody else can use them.
Ain't no delay, gotta let go.
I'm gonna go ahead and give the room a quick vacuum because of course with pulling all of that stuff out, it dredges out a lot of other stuff and dust and whatnot. So never hurts to give the space you're working in a good vacuum.
We can drive through the night, sing along to the midnight radio. Don't wanna wait all my life, can't remain, no delay, gotta let go. We can drive through the night, sing along to the midnight radio. Don't wanna wait.
Time to fold all of these clothes that we just washed. My least favorite task to do is to fold their laundry because there's always so many like working little pieces, so much to fold, so much, but it always feels good once you get it done. And I've already, almost completed this project. It took me literally all day to do, so I might as well just top it off and get it 100% done because we all know once it's done, you feel so much better. And on that note, I want to tell you guys, if you have something like this, a task like this that you've been meaning to get done or wanting to get done and just haven't started because it seems too overwhelming or too much, Start it slowly. You don't have to get it done all in one day like I did with this one. If it's too overwhelming, start with little things. Work on one little corner each day, or work on one little corner every other day. Life is really busy. We all have a lot of things going on. We can't always take the time to take on big tasks like this, but even just the tiniest bit really helps over time, and then it feels a little less daunting and a little less overwhelming. But here's your note: just get started on something small today.
Searching after miracles, oh yeah, night after night, night after night, night after I won't make it easy for you now. You got 2 minutes of my time, and I don't really break too easily, but I'm worth it, 'cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight. Oh.
Hey everyone, welcome to today's extreme speed cleaning motivation video. This is a messy house transformation where I always share our real life mess. If you're new here, I'm Becca. I'm a mom to 3 boys and a military spouse, and I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and join the family. I do every Sunday a long cleaning video, so if you need extreme cleaning motivation, you will love my channel. Today we are starting off in my bedroom just to get my sheets off the bed. I really needed to get these nasty sheets in the wash and get them all cleaned up.
I got you wrapped around my finger, but don't you try to call me tomorrow. There's nothing personal in having a little fun. You wait and see if it's worth your while. So give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me break it.
We're moving on to my boys' bathroom. I'm only cleaning half of the bathroom, well, a little more than half. I'm going to clean this side of the vanity, and if you've been around for a while, you know this is kind of like a Jack and Jill bathroom. This side of the vanity is for my 2 younger boys, and then there's on the other side of the bathroom another smaller vanity that is in my son's. It's not in it, but it's kind of in it in his bedroom, my oldest son. And he is actually at his dad's for the summer, so he is not in his bedroom. He's not using that part of the bathroom. So we're just gonna clean like the shower room area and the younger boys' half of the bathroom because nobody's using the other half. But before he comes home, I'm going to do a huge deep clean in his bedroom and in his bathroom. I do this once a year whenever he's at his dad's house. I really just like to get in there and really deep clean it because he cleans his room, but he's a teenage boy, and let's be honest, I mean, no offense to boys, but they just don't clean as well as women do sometimes. I know that's horrible to say, but it's the truth. Let me know in the comments if you agree. But yeah, and he's a teenage boy, so he's a kid. So he doesn't clean that well in general. He tries, and I let him do his thing whenever he's here. It's his space. I let him take care of it, but I like to get in there once a year when he's gone and just really give it a good scrub down.
At the wrong place at the right time, 'cause suddenly there you were with those bright blue eyes. We were conversing under the night sky when you took my hand, said let's leave now. Don't wanna be shy.
I recently had a question about why I clean the toilet the way I do, and I've never really thought to explain it, but I do have like particular ways of cleaning for specific reasons, which I'm sure a lot of you do. I wouldn't be surprised if there's certain ways why you do things, you know, because of certain cleanliness reasons or whatever. I think we all have like those little quirks where we do things for certain reasons, right? Well, I clean the toilet in stages, right? The top of the toilet and like the back where the flushing thing is, I feel like that's probably like the cleanest spot, right? The lid of the toilet, the main lid, probably still a pretty clean spot, right? But then the top of the toilet seats, still kind of clean, but getting dirtier, right? And then the bottom of the toilet, I feel like isn't as dirty as, say, under the toilet lid and the actual like toilet inside, you know what I'm saying? So for me, I like to clean the bottom of the toilet before I clean the underside of the lid and the lip of the toilet, I guess it would be called. So for me, that's why I do it that way. Let me know in the comments if you have a way like that too, because you just feel the same way. Maybe it's a little different, but you feel the same way about like cleaning in stages, because certain areas you feel are dirtier than others. So I always try to finish with the dirtiest location of the toilet, which to me would be the undercarriage, I guess you would call it.
You know that I'ma keep it cool. With you I feel like breaking rules. On the edge, looking out with no parachute.
Before we move on, I'm going to switch the laundry. I wanted to give a quick tip on how I stay motivated to do my laundry. I typically try to do as many loads as I can while I'm cleaning other areas, because it's really easy to just toss in a load and then toss it in the dryer when you're done cleaning one room, and then between the rooms go and fold a load and then toss another one in. I'm like already moving and already motivated, so it makes it a lot easier for me to stay on top of it. Whereas if I'm trying to do laundry on a day where I don't want to do anything and I'm not really cleaning much, it makes it a lot harder for me to stay on top of it. So I try and find these pockets of time while I'm cleaning to switch and fold different loads of laundry. And as you can tell, now we are moving on to the playroom, which was a complete disaster. I mean, it was completely trashed. It was completely trashed. So you just see Tristan run past the camera, and there's his little hand. He was standing by the camera. Obviously, I'm not really paying that close of attention because I was cleaning up the room and I was also talking on the phone. Another way to pass time quickly whenever you're trying to clean and stay motivated, talk to somebody. Go catch up with your sister, your brother, your mom, your dad. Go catch up with somebody on the phone. That helps a lot of time pass, and then next thing you know, your place is clean and you feel like you weren't even really doing it. But with that being said, Tristan could see in like the viewfinder of the camera, he could see like he was waving his hand over the lens, and he could see it in the viewfinder of the camera, so he thought it was so cool, and obviously I did not notice. But I played this footage back whenever I was editing, and I just thought it was so funny. So let me know in the comments down below if you think that's cute. I thought it was so adorable. Sorry to those who have been around for a long time and have heard me say this forever, but I just wanted to say this again because I recently got a comment, and I just wanted to let everybody know that my children do pick up after themselves, and every few days we go ahead and I have them pick up, and of course they don't get the room spotless because they're just turned 6 and 3 years old, and I'm not going to wait all day for them to clean up the room, but I will have them go and take some time to clean things up, and they never really mind. They don't mind picking up after themselves. They don't complain about it. It's not like dragging feet trying to get them to do it. But when I film, I don't have them help because essentially this is my job, and I'm not going to have them clean on camera, and I'm not going to have them do it for me while I film it because this is my job, not their job. So I just wanted to say my children do help clean up. They don't just destroy this room and then just leave it be. But in the case that they did, still, I'm the one that has to deal with that as their parent. So even so, I'd be okay with it because it's my house, and everybody has different rules, different standard, and everything like that for their house. But I did want to say my children do clean up after themselves. They don't just get to come in here and destroy the room and just leave it this way. But when I film it, they do not help me because, like I said, this is my job.
Slept on my pillow, then said you had found your place. Not sure if I want this. You don't think that I notice. This isn't like giving you space. I don't wanna play the quiet type when I'm near you, pretending that I don't know who you are every time I see you. Tell me, is this part of an act just to keep your image intact? If you think that strategy smart, I'm not gonna defend my beating heart. Defend my beating heart.
We're going to get the bed all put back together now that the sheets are all freshly washed. I really need to invest in some new sheets, and I'm going to steer away from white because it's been nothing but problems. I swear my husband like shaves his face every night before bed, and if he gets a cut or something, then blood gets on it. It's just like a mess. And for me, it's easy for me to keep them clean, but with a man, it's just not. It's not. And I feel horrible saying that, but that's just the case. So I'm going to steer away from white sheets, although I love the color of it, and I'm not really sure what color to go with after this, maybe like a taupe or something. I don't want to go with black because I just don't love that idea, but either way, if you have like a sheet set that you absolutely love the quality of, and they're like affordable, not super duper pricey, please let me know down below or leave me a link down below. Let me know where you got them or anything like that, brand name. I would love your recommendations.
I've heard all the lies, but you ain't gazing on someone in denial. 'Cause you want dollar bills right now, but you gotta work real hard. I know you want it to be easy, so let your guard down.
Moving on to our bathroom and our bedroom, we are going to get this place all cleaned up. I have been looking at it for far too long. It's just messy and there's beard hair everywhere and just messiness everywhere. So we're going to get this place all cleaned up again.
Something knocked you out. You felt your limitations and filled your mind with doubt. You wanna stay chill right now and don't let your eyes off the prize. I know you want it to be easy, so let your guard down. And I said
I really needed to wipe down the cabinets in all of the bathrooms, especially the boys, because they get toothpaste everywhere. I swear, toothpaste just ends up, maybe because they're shorter, that toothbrush probably gets like hit on the cabinets or something. I don't know, but it ends up everywhere. But since I was wiping down the cabinets in their bathroom, I figured I would go ahead and wipe them down in mine as well.
you can make it too. If not says who, you can make it. And I said, see it in your mind, trust that, have what it takes inside, 'cause you can make it too. If not says who, yeah, you can make it too. If not says who, you can make it. If not says who, yeah, you can make it.
I would love to know, those of you who are celebrating 4th of July, have you done anything fun this weekend? Are you doing anything fun today or tomorrow? Or are you watching this a few days later to get you some cleaning motivation from partying all weekend at your house? I would love to know what you guys did. We actually are going, well, by the time you watch this, the night before, we will have gone to a neighborhood function. They're doing this huge thing with food trucks and fireworks, and we have some family in town, so we're all going to go to that. I'm very excited. And then we also have a neighborhood massive fireworks show on the 4th of July, which we are excited about doing that as well. I love fireworks. I just love the festivities and everything. So we're kind of just making the best of it and going to all the functions that our neighborhood has to offer. We seriously live in such an amazing community, and I love holidays here. They make it so much fun. But let me know in the comments what y'all are up to.
Demons pushing all my triggers, losing my pride, but I guess that's what love do to people like us, struggling to come through. We had a fire that we watched it burn out. Is it a time I'm falling behind. I hate to separate my body and mind, my body and mind. You feel like demons in my mind, demons in my mind. It tastes like demons in my mind, demons pushing all my triggers, demons pushing all my triggers, demons pushing all my triggers, demons pushing.
I really wanted to take a moment and credit my steam mop. I've had this thing for over 2 years now. Actually, I've had this thing for like 3 years now. Okay, really though, where does the time go? But I've had this thing for like 3 years now. It's a Bissell, pretty basic steam mop. The head does come off and then it turns into a grout scrubber. I love this thing. It literally, I think I paid maybe $70 for it, and it is well worth the price tag. But I did just want to let you know that if you were ever looking for any of the things that I use, the products that I use, the tools that I use, I link everything I possibly can down in the description box. And you can find everything there, including this steam mop or my cordless vacuum or my robot vacuum. I go ahead and link all of it there if you are ever curious as to what product I'm using.
Demons pushing all my triggers, demons pushing all my triggers, demons pushing all my triggers.
Wish I could say I was finally over you, but that's not the truth. Everyone always keep falling in love again. What's wrong with them? I don't understand. Maybe it will pass by. Someone save me for a pass out. I'm too
Before we head downstairs to clean my complete disaster of a kitchen, we're gonna go ahead and fold all of these towels. Who else loves a freshly washed towel? Is it not like the softest feeling? I love like a warm, soft, freshly dried towel. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm just weird, but I love it.
We both wanted different things, but letting go just comes easy and you don't know. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain? If I had an option to be someone else, I would, and let go of you. I know that I'm obvious, forget I'm made this way, but why didn't I stay when I had the chance? Maybe it will pass by. Someone save me for a pass out. I'm too lonely to be done in my drink at this pace. Yeah. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain?
I really wasn't kidding. We have dishes on dishes on dishes in this kitchen. So we are gonna get this chaos all organized and back in functioning order so I can actually fit some more dirty dishes in my sink.
We both wanted different things, but letting go just comes easy and you don't know. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain? The only one that's left in the rain. The only one that's left in the Wish I could say I was finally over you, but that's not the truth. Why am I the only one who's left in the rain?
On one of my more recent videos, I had asked all of you to give me your feedback on video length, what you like, what you don't like. And I just want to say I was seriously amazed and in awe of how many of you took the time to leave a comment and let me know how lengthy you like your cleaning videos. It really means the world to me that you took time out of your day to give me some feedback on that, because my goal is always to make the best video as possible for you, to make sure that you're getting what you want when you come here. That's important to me, and I will always listen to your feedback as long as it's constructive criticism and you're not just being mean. I will always listen to what you have to say. I'm here. I want to hear it. I want to help make my videos the best they can be for you. So I appreciate you taking the time out to let me know what you like in a cleaning video. Thank you so much.
I don't know how to start, but I still love you like I do. It breaks my heart, no text, no calls from you. Without you, could shake this off, but you're not that tough with me. So run away with me, come home with me tonight. Run away with me, it'd be worth the time. Run away with me, I make you feel alright. Run away with me, and I'll be good this time around. I'll be good this time. I'll be good this time. I'll be good this time. Don't say we're drifting apart. I can't stand to see you with another. Oh, I know I once broke your heart, but I still love you like I do. Love you like I do. Oh, it breaks your heart. No text, no calls from me. I thought I could shake this off, but I'm not that tough with you. So run away with me, come home with me tonight. Run away with me, it'd be worth the time. Run away with me, I make you feel alright. Run away with me, and I'll be good this time around. I'll be good this time. I'll be good this time. I'll be good this time. Run away with me, come home with me tonight. Run away with me, it'd be worth the time. Run away with me, I make you feel alright. Run away with me.
To finish up with the kitchen, I'm going to go ahead and scrub down all of the countertops so everything is all sparkling and clean. This was the end of the day, and I love just cleaning up at the end of the day. And I know a lot of you agree with me. Having a clean kitchen before bed is ideal and feels so great in the morning when you get up and come into your kitchen, want to make yourself breakfast, and starting off with a blank slate, completely clean, is just such a nice feeling.
Yeah, somewhere go and hide, looking for a new start, for a new start. Looking for a new, looking for a new, looking for a new, looking for. Don't wanna be trapped, don't wanna be down, don't wanna be stuck in this town. Don't wanna be trapped, don't wanna be down, looking for a new start. Yeah, can't you see that I just need to be by myself?
Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to hop right into today's video because as you can tell, it's a long one. We are doing a massive clean with me. If you're new here, I'm Becca. I'm a mom to 3, and I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and join the family. I do two cleaning videos every week. I keep them pretty long too as well, and I put out one chore every week just to give you a little boost of, motivation midweek. Today we are starting off my bedroom because I wanted to get the sheets in the wash and I wanted to get the room all cleaned up. So we're gonna go ahead and get this room dusted, cleaned, fresh start, however you want to say it. We're gonna get it all clean though. Before we get too far into today's video, I wanted to give a massive thank you to all of you who have left a comment on my last video. I can't even express into words how much your support, your love, your comments about your experiences, like how much it means to me, and how uplifting, encouraging, supportive. I could never put into words how much those meant to me. And I am slowly but surely trying to get back to all of them. It is a lot of comments, and so it's gonna take me a little while to get back to them, but I will get back to every single one of them because it just means that much to me. And the fact that a lot of you shared your stories in there, I just want to be able to respond, to all of them. And, I just can't express how much. I mean, a lot of them, I'm not gonna lie to you, made me emotional, and I cried while I read a lot of them, especially those of you who are going through the same situation, have been through the same situation, or those of you who have lost your significant other. I mean, it was very emotional, and I just appreciate you so much, and I want you to know that. The support is it's so overwhelming and moving. I don't have a lot of family. I also don't have a lot of friends because we're a military family. We move around a lot, so I don't have a big source of community and supportiveness. So the fact that you all left those comments and made me feel a little less alone in this whole process, I could never thank you enough for.
Oh, what a hopeless case we could be.
Moving on to my bathroom, we're gonna go ahead and get this place all cleaned up as well. And I think I'm gonna take a little break from talking since I feel like I've chatted your ear off through the first few minutes of this video.
Tell me, baby, I've been waiting for a lifetime. Just keep on fading in all these photos, caught in the memories and captured in the highlights. Just keep on wasting. Glass after glass, I keep hoping you'll come around, drowning our fights in whatever can be found. 'Cause I've given in to all my demons lately. Might be easier just to
before we move on and get the floors all cleaned in the bathroom, I'm gonna go ahead and start a load from the bathrooms. I've mentioned this before in other videos, but if you're new here, I typically try to minimize my laundry by doing things together. So I will go ahead and clean all of the bathrooms, towels, I don't know if that makes any sense, but I take all the towels from all of the bathrooms and do it all in one load. That way I'm not, doing it as I'm cleaning each bathroom and making, we have 3 bathrooms in this house. I'm not trying to do 3 separate loads of towels. That just makes, so much more work for myself. And thankfully I have a big enough washing machine. I can fit it all in there. So I just go ahead and grab it all from each of the bathrooms and do it in one load. Anytime you can minimize your loads of laundry, go ahead and minimize them just to make it easier on yourself. Don't make it harder on yourself.
Shooting me with words, but I won't let them bruise. Even though it hurts, I won't show it to you. 'Cause it will ricochet, I won't let it bite. I will look at you and tell you that I'm alright. Like a ricochet, it will come back to you. Let me tell you, no, because my eyes are open, your words will keep bouncing.
As always, there is a load in the dryer because I always leave the last load of laundry for the day that I'm doing in the dryer. So this was the last load the other day. And it was actually my miscellaneous laundry basket on top of the washer that I did. So it's a lot of like towels and blankets and hand towels and just random stuff that I collect throughout, a week or so. But we're gonna go ahead and fold those up before we get going on some more laundry.
Like a ricochet, like a ricochet, like a ricochet.
Moving on to my 2 younger boys' room, I was planning on doing all of the bed sheets on this day. I don't love doing the bedding. It's one of my least favorite loads of laundry to do, not because of doing the laundry itself, but just because of putting the beds back together. So I usually try to get it done in one day just so that, once again, minimizing it, because then if I don't do it in one day, that means, I'm gonna have to spend at least 2 to 3 days a week washing sheets and making beds, and I rather just get it done in one day so the rest of the week I don't have to worry about doing it.
Eyes are open, your words will keep bouncing away. And even if you try.
It's been a while since I've dusted anything in this room, so I figured I might as well go ahead and do it today. Since we are in here and doing this, I might as well go ahead and just get everything cleaned off. I also kind of wanted to reorganize the stuff that was on the shelf too. I just wasn't loving how the decor was organized on it, so I figured get it all down, get it all dusted off, and then go ahead and reorganize it.
Like a ricochet.
I have another channel where I share vlogs and makeovers and motherhood and lifestyle content. I will have that link down below. If you're interested, you can go over there and subscribe on it. I shared a room makeover for this room on that channel when I did this room a year or so ago. It was one of the most popular videos on that channel, but I love how this room turned out. It will always be one of my favorite room makeovers. I still just, there isn't a thing I would change about it. I still absolutely love how it turned out, but I did want to let you know because I get a lot of compliments on this room and how it looks and, you know, the bedding and everything. And that video is always a go-to. It's got everything linked in that video and shows you how I did everything and all of that stuff. So if you're curious, go ahead over there and check it out. I will, if I remember, I will link that video down below as well to make it a little bit easier if you do want to watch it. But if you like that type of content too, be sure to subscribe to that channel. I will be doing a room makeover in my bedroom very soon. I am just kind of gathering pieces. When my husband moved out, he took the TV stand in our bedroom. I never really loved it, so I, you know, kind of offered it up like, hey, why don't you take this? You liked it, and you know, I wanted to do something a little bit funner. So I've been looking for a piece to go there. And once I find that, I am going to do a room makeover in there, and I'm really excited because it's going to be a little different than what you're used to seeing from me, because I've always taken, obviously, him into consideration, and he likes more masculine and, you know, modern. So it's going to be fun to 100% do it how I want to do it.
Just one glass in, you're already on my mind. When it gets late, I always realize that I need you. Are you thinking about me tonight? It's no secret, all my friends already know. There's no reason to hold it back, I let it show. All my feelings, are you thinking about me tonight? Your hands around my waist, just let the music play. Like a drug, I am hooked on you. Sweeter than summer wine, baby, just hold me tight.
Before we move on to the next room, of course, we're gonna go ahead and switch some laundry. This is another way I try to keep the laundry like moving, flowing, going, and not getting overwhelmed with it, is to do loads of laundry in between cleaning other areas just to stay on top of it. You're already cleaning and moving anyways, might as well be doing laundry too. And another rule of thumb I have is as soon as it leaves the dryer, it gets folded, or like the bed gets made, or whatever have you. As soon as it leaves the dryer, it gets put away, it gets folded, it gets, you know, done with. It never goes into a basket and stays in a basket. I mean, not never. Sometimes life gets crazy and that happens, but for the most part, I try to get it done as soon as it leaves the dryer, like force myself into that habit so that things aren't getting wrinkly and so that things aren't piling up, because if you just like allow yourself to do that, it's going to pile up. Over time, it's going to pile up, it's going to get overwhelming. And so I try to avoid getting to that point. So once it comes out of the dryer, that's it. It gets folded, it gets put away, and we're done with it. That's another reason why I also leave things sitting in the dryer for, you know, until I need the dryer again, because like I said, once it comes out of the dryer, it gets folded and put away. So if I'm not in the mood that night to do it and that's my last load of laundry, well then it stays in the dryer until I need the dryer again. That's okay, but it can go on de-wrinkle and, you know, be fluffed up or whatever and then put away. But we're moving on to the boys' bathroom now. Gonna go ahead and get this area all cleaned up now. And this is one of the most satisfying feelings, because once I'm done cleaning the boys' bathroom and I finish cleaning my bathroom, all the bathrooms upstairs are clean, and it's just so satisfying when you get the whole floor cleaned, you know what I mean? Like one whole, like your whole downstairs or your whole upstairs, like it's spotless. It's super satisfying to me. You'll have to let me know if you're the same way.
Loving me was all you tried when you were around. I've been told too many times now. Yeah, loving me was all you tried when you were around. I've been told too many times now. But somewhere I go and hide, looking for a new start. Yeah, somewhere I go and hide, looking for a new start, for a new start. Looking for a new, looking for a new, looking for a new, looking for a new. Don't wanna be trapped, don't wanna be down, don't wanna be stuck in this town. Don't wanna be trapped, don't wanna be down, looking for a new start. I have told you many times now. Yeah, can't you see that I just need to be by myself? I have told you many times now. But somewhere I go and hide, looking for a new start. Yeah, somewhere I go and hide, looking for a new start, for a new start. Trapped, don't wanna be down, don't wanna be stuck in this town. Don't wanna be trapped, don't wanna be down, looking for a new start. Looking for a new start. Don't wanna be trapped, don't wanna be down, looking for a new start.
It's been a while since I've dusted off these shelves as well, so we're gonna go ahead and dust them off. Since we're dusting other things today, might as well get it all done, right? I love these shelves. This was my first time doing like a light tone stain and like a light wood, and I love it. I love it. So I think I'm gonna do the same like color tone for the shelves in my bathroom when I do the shelves in my bathroom, but I just love how it turned out.
Looking for a new start. Don't wanna be trapped, don't wanna be down, looking for a new start. Every night I'm going on the grid, texting back, I want you, hit you up, I'm on the other side, I miss you, miss you. Take you off, I came in way too strong, cannot keep it low key. Got me drugged, your pheromones hit the roof, bottle your taste. It's really a bad reception out there, where you heading? Why ain't gravity pulling you in closer to me? I've lost you, but I need you, and you're off my radar now. I've lost you.
And of course, we are going to finish up the bathroom with a really good steam clean. There really is no better sanitation than using the steam mop in the bathroom, especially if you have boys. We got 3 boys that use this bathroom. It gets dirty and disgusting really fast. I know it's all kids in general, but you know, boys, they splash pee everywhere, I swear. So we're gonna go ahead and get this area all cleaned up and sanitized.
Oh God, have I lost it? But my cravings for you so shameless, can't get enough. I've lost you, but I need you.
It really is a catch-22 when it comes to bedding and everything, because I love a made bed. I love it. I make my beds. I make our beds almost every day just because I love the aesthetic of it. It makes me feel like my day's more put together. It makes me feel more ready for my day. I love it. But I hate actually having to make the beds, like after washing the sheets and everything. It's my least favorite thing to do, but it is so satisfying when it's done. So it's always worth it just to get it done, but at the same time, it sucks doing it.
But I need you, and you're off my radar now. I've lost you, yeah, I lost you. Telling you that I need you, but you're off my radar now. I've lost you, I've lost you. I keep on looking for you.
For those who are new, who may not know, I use pool noodles for the edges of the bed for my 4-year-old so he doesn't fall off the bed. I came across this on Pinterest one day and I just thought it was a brilliant idea, because then you don't have like the bulky ones. They're still kind of hidden. Of course, obviously they make it look a little funny, but they're not like in your face, like killing the aesthetic. You know what I mean? So, and he's never fallen out of the bed with those in there, so they work just as good, because dude will fall out of the bed without them in there. I actually tried that one night because I was like, you know, maybe they don't do as much as I thought, or maybe he's ready to not have anything. No. He fell out of the bed. I actually took down the boys' shower curtain, fabric shower curtain liner. That's what it's called. I took down their liner and washed it today as well. I try to stay on top of washing those because they will get nasty really fast if I don't. So I went ahead and threw that in the wash today too.
Listen to the midnight radio.
Now I'm going to reorganize this room a little bit. I used to have my desk in this room as well. It was a very congested room. I had my desk in here, so we moved the desk downstairs into the guest room, which is no longer the guest room. And I had to pull everything out of that closet because Chris had taken the kids' toddlers' beds with him to his new place, so I had to take everything out so that he could get to them, and I just hadn't put everything back. I hadn't reorganized this room since I took the desk downstairs, so we're gonna work on that, get this room organized again. I also want to make some more space to start working out in here again. I can't really work out too much because I have a head issue. I did a whole video on my vlogging channel about it if you're curious, but I can't like basically have like my, you know, like heart rate go too much, otherwise it really hurts my head. So, but I want to start doing some more like maybe like yoga, Pilates type of like relaxing workouts, if that makes sense.
I got so much to say, never thought it would end this way. I've had so
Moving on to the playroom, we're gonna go ahead and get this room all organized. As you can tell, my oldest is playing video games. I was actually cleaning on a Friday night. I only let my kids play video games on the weekends. We try to keep it to a minimum. On the weeks, they don't get to play at all because I find that when my kids are allowed to play video games during the week, for one, I think it's just overload. It's too much. And for two, it kind of consumes their thoughts. Like everything they do, they get off school, it's the first thing they ask for. They, you know, do something, you know, get their homework done or do something like, which is deemed as rewardable, you know, it's the first thing they ask for. Whereas if there's no video games during the week, then they don't even, like it's out of sight, out of mind type of thing. Of course, my oldest understands this concept fully, although he was younger when I started making this rule. And for those who might think that, you know, oh, your younger kids are too young to play video games, we keep it to a minimum and we do age-appropriate video games. But when you have a teenager who plays video games and they look up to their older brother, it's very hard to keep them from, you know, wanting to do the things that their older brother does. And of course, they play different styles of games, or sometimes they'll play together and play like Mario. But my younger kids do play only on the weekends, only a small amount of time, and it's all age appropriate stuff. It's a good reward system for them, I guess, but you'll see my oldest kind of pop in and out in this video.
leave us for the best or you would break. That is why you left without a text. I miss you, babe. Forgive everything that we said when we were drunk. It doesn't matter 'cause it all came Can't be too late. Been missing everything that we had. I miss you, babe. I miss you, babe. Been missing everything that we had. Been missing everything that I miss you, babe. Can't be too late. I miss you, babe. I miss you, City lights are making me wanna be something else than I'm meant to. Spending time reminiscing of what it used to be, not letting go when I want to. Wishing I'd be all alone. I got these demons by my side.
I've really been wanting to come up with a method to get a lot of these toys like off the floor and like out of a visual space, you know, kind of like hidden. So I have some ideas up my sleeve. As you saw, there was some cabinets in the gym room and I have some ideas. So that will be in the near future. I'm really excited about bringing some things to life that I've been thinking about for so long and just getting all of this stuff like off the floor and out of eyesight. And I think it'll be a lot easier to keep clean too, to give the kids a spot to kind of like toss their stuff in. gonna get this stand all dusted off before we go ahead and finish up with vacuuming this room.
Wishing I'd be all alone. I got these demons by my side, flying on the chemicals. Guess I'm not the lucky type. Oh, trust me, you don't wanna know how it's night after night, night after night. Oh, searching after miracles. Oh yeah, night after night, night after night, night after night. It was a
Hey everyone, welcome to today's Extreme Clean with me. Today I am sharing some speed cleaning motivation and this messy house transformation to give you all of the motivation you need. I always keep it 100% real over here. You see the real life messes of this mom of three, and I'm just trying to get you motivated while keeping it real. As you can tell, this place is disgusting, it's trash, and it needs some serious picking up. So if you need a ton of cleaning motivation, you came to the right place. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. And we are starting off in the kitchen because the kitchen was really bad. And I like to start off with the toughest areas and the areas I really just have no interest in doing, to get it done and over with and to get it, off my shoulders, out of my head, and just get it done. So, and we need a kitchen to be functional, let's be honest.
Every day, babe, used to be scared of letting someone get close without the filters, but you see the real me. Since I let you in under my skin, I'm more free than I have ever been. You broke my chains and released me, and days turned into nights on the couch.
If you're new around here, I'm Becca. I'm a mom to 3 boys and a military spouse, and I try to put out 2 videos a week and also 1 short every single week, just to give you a little spritzer of motivation. And I know a lot of you do actually enjoy the shorts. They're a lot of fun to film too, and it's kind of fun to change it up a little bit here and there, but I try to do 2 videos a week, if not at least 1. And they're always long videos. I keep my videos long, so the more motivation, the better. So if you are new here, I would appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button and come back and watch the next video. I really appreciate all of you that are here and come back every single week. It means the world to me, but we're gonna hop right into it. I'm gonna try not to talk too much today because I feel like I've been talking a lot lately, so I'm gonna just pop in here and there. You'll have to let me know in the comments down below if you appreciate more talking or less talking.
And I will come running, yeah, every day, 24/7, yeah, every day. I will come running, babe. Every day, yeah, every day, babe. Even if you tried, you wouldn't understand it. Maybe something's missing inside of you. Just a bit of sugar to that horrid bitter. Maybe you taste different. Hold up, baby, I can sit beside you.
I hopped down at the grocery store and picked up a few odds and ends that we needed. So I'm just gonna put those away first. I have my pantry pretty well organized. I definitely could always work on it. I mean, sometimes it's a little messy, but it's pretty well organized. So I like to keep everything pretty neat in there, take everything out of its boxes, put them in the clear containers, because being a mom of 3, first off, I don't know if it's just boys or if it's just kids in general, but they eat an endless amount of snacks. Like, it's just like snacks upon snacks upon snacks upon snacks. And so what ends up happening if I keep things in boxes, these kids will have a snack and leave an empty box in there. And then next thing I know, I go grocery shopping, assuming that, you know, that snack is in there, just to find out it's an empty box and I just went to the grocery store. So I decided a long time ago that I would do those clear containers just so that I can visually see everything, and it's just less of a mess in the long run, to be honest.
While you're going on about your simple life, nothing left you thinking that maybe you're not different. Go on, blow up your ego, your undying ego. Oh, look here he goes, stepping on toes with his humble lacking everlasting ego. Oh, here he goes, here he goes, here he goes. Oh, here he goes, oh, here he goes, oh, here he goes, here he goes, here he goes with his humble lacking everlasting ego. Someone hurt your feelings not that long ago.
We are back on the dishes. I had to take a little break from the dishes, for one, because I still had dishes on the stovetop, so I wanted to go ahead and grab those before I even finished up the dishes. But I also like to do things in increments. I've mentioned this in a lot of videos, but for those of you who are new, I don't ever do the same cleaning routine, because for one, that would get boring for you as a viewer, and for two, I just really, when I don't want to do something, I try not to do it for too long. So like I'll start with the dishes and then I'll wipe down the counters a little bit, and then I'll get back to the dishes and then I'll wipe down the counters for a little bit, just so that I'm kind of changing it up so it's not so monotonous and boring. So that's kind of what I did on this day, because I really just was not feeling it. I'm not gonna lie, I was not feeling it, but as you could tell, my house was trashed. It could not wait any longer, so I just did what I had to do to make myself want to do it. So that's why you see me like doing the dishes and then cleaning the counters and then doing the dishes again, and you know, then we're gonna finish up the counters, because that's just what we needed to do on this day. So that's what we did.
I don't think we got enough time to sort out all the fights, to sort out all the lies. Oh baby, yeah. There was a part of me that knew that, and still I'm caught by surprise. I thought you'd always be mine. I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, 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 down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat, yeah, we keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, 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 down. Yeah. And I thought, it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. I just thought I should let you know. Now, no, it's no more, no. I got so high on a low. That's when I loved you the most. Now I thought I should let you know. Now, no, it's no more, no. I really thought we had it covered. Was gonna patch up all the scars, but we smashed up all the parts. Oh, na, na, na. Always knew that you were stubborn, but didn't know it'd be so hard to figure out who you really are.
So I recently saw somebody else do this, and the idea popped in my head, and I really want all of your opinions. And be honest, I will not be offended. I can take constructive criticism like a champ. But I had seen somebody else post a cleaning video, but wasn't a cleaning video. It was a video with just cleaning music. And it gave me this brilliant idea, because that is one of the compliments that I get a lot is, oh, I love your music on this video. So I was wondering if I did a video that was just music and like my favorite, like on here to clean to, would you be interested in having that, so that, you know, if you just want to listen to the music while you clean, is that something you would be interested in?
There's no passion in the comatose. down, 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 down. And I thought, it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. Just thought I should let you know. Don't know, no words, no more, no. I got so high on a low. That's when I love you the most. No, I thought I should let you know. Don't know, no words, no more, no. Don't know, no words, no more. We don't know, no words, no more. We don't know, no words, no more, no, no.
Before we move on to the dining room, I want to take care of this bar area because it's starting to get out of control again. Y'all, my closet downstairs is going to be an area we do in a very near future video because it is wildly out of control. But I really quickly wanted to show you this. Grayson made this in his class for Christmas, and I didn't find it in his backpack until after Christmas because he brought it home like the week of Christmas, but I just thought it was so cute, so I wanted to share it before I go ahead and put it up with the Christmas stuff so next year we can put it on the tree. But Lola's sitting right next to me and she's just over here shaking and scratching herself, so you probably hear her in the background. But where was I going with that? Because now I'm totally lost. You just totally messed up my train of thought, girl. Anyways, we're cleaning off the bar area. I have a few closets that I really need to get under control because they're just bad, and we're gonna do that in an upcoming video.
But I'm thinking about the way you make me grounded. Thinking about the way you used to hold me like a stone in the water, singing down, down, down. I'm still falling for you. Forget what I said, just come on over.
I think this is one of the few times that the dining room is not completely trashed and it's not horribly bad. So we're just gonna quickly clean up the table before we take on a deep cleaning task that I've been dying to do.
I know you wanna find another reason. I know you wanna lie, making me stay. But let's talk. Are you at the avenue? I don't need nobody.
So when I took down all of the Christmas decor, I could tell the shelves were just like super dusty. And then while I was up here and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna wipe down all the shelves today. We're gonna really deep clean this area, right? I was feeling really motivated to do this. So when I'm feeling motivated to do something, I do it, because if I pass on it, then I'm gonna have to force myself to do it later when I'm not so motivated. So we do it when we're motivated. But it had been a while since I wiped all these like random things down. So I figured while I'm over here, I'm gonna also wipe these things down and get it like really cleaned up.
Forget what I said, just come on over. Forget what I said, just come on over. I don't need nobody else but me. It doesn't matter what you're gonna say. I just need time right now. I'm going alone tonight. I don't need nobody else but me. But I'm thinking about the way you make me grounded. Thinking about the way you used to hold me like a sword in the water, singing down, down, down. I'm still falling for you. Forget what I said, just come on over. Forget what I said, just come on over. Forget what I said, just come on over. I'm acting surprised, but I know I'm not over you. I keep missing our fights, even though they're so overdue. We had a fire.
This area is probably my favorite DIY in this house. The boys' room is probably my favorite room that I DIY'd, but this area, I just love it. I always had a vision. Whenever we built this house, they had asked us if we wanted them to extend the cabinetry from the kitchen in this area. And I felt like it, for one, it would, I don't know, I just didn't like the idea of, I already don't love that it's already a cookie cutter home. So I definitely didn't want to have, you know, this nook be like cookie cutter. And on top of it, I just felt like kitchen cabinetry in this nook just would not fill the space the way I envisioned it, but I just love how it turned out with the shelves and the shiplap and this black piece of furniture that I painted. This is one of my like favorite DIYs, and the vision of it is, I just love it.
We had a fire that we watched it burn out. Isn't it time we go our separate ways? Not enough time, not enough time. I'm falling behind, I hate to separate my body and mind, my body and mind.
I have been wanting to pull this thing out for a while and clean behind it because I could see like kind of in the cracks on the side that it was bad back here, and it's been a very, very long time since I've moved this piece of furniture. Funny story actually, whenever Chris deployed last, I was painting this piece of furniture. We had just done this DIY and I was painting this piece of furniture. So I said, let's get moving pads and put it on that so that I can easily move it in and out of here whenever you leave. And I've never taken them off the moving pads. I'm gonna do it this week because you can see they're big round pads. You can see them. So I need to do it this week though, but I've literally been saying since he's been back from deployment, which was a year ago, I'm like, we really need to take this piece of furniture off these moving pads because it looks ridiculous. But I do have to say, after cleaning behind here, like it just feels so good now that it's done.
I feel like demons in my mind, demons in my mind. You taste like demons in my mind. Demons pushing all my triggers. 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 Demons pushing all my triggers.
Moving on to the back hallway, which is always looking like this. I mean, there really isn't a time where it's not looking like this because this is our, daily catch-all zone, and I clean it up most of the time at the end of every day, sometimes at the end of every other day, just depending on how I feel or what's going on. But this is just one of those catch-all spots, so it often looks like this.
We found the gold. We thought we'd be forever young, but now I know we can't keep floating. We have to fall. This is the beat of broken hearts. Is it all lost? We can't go on again. 'Cause you seem like you want it bad. My head is spinning off the edge.
So as you know, in the last video or the video before this, I started cleaning all of the baseboards in the house, and I had said that I'm gonna do it in increments because I just don't love doing this task, and with my head condition right now, bending over and stuff just is not pleasant. So we're gonna do it in small increments. So today I wanted to work on some more of the baseboards downstairs. So we did that little nook area because I had already done the rest of the dining room, and then we are going to do this back hallway as well.
We thought we'd be forever young, but now I know we can't keep floating. We have to fall. This is the beat of broken hearts. Is it all lost? We can't go on again. 'Cause you seem like you want it bad. My head is spinning off the edge, and I'm giving in way too fast, way too fast.
Now we are moving on to the living room, and this is reaching kind of like nightfall. I did want to mention that this took me all day. I know this probably doesn't seem like, in a cleaning video, it's like, this is a 20, almost 30-minute long cleaning video, and it probably doesn't feel like it took me that long, but in between cleaning, I'm also being a mom and doing school runs and, you know, taking care of all my responsibilities, cooking meals and stuff, and cleaning all this stuff and filming it, which, don't get me wrong, I love my job. I love doing this, so I'm in no ways complaining, but I just wanted to remind you of that because I know that a lot of us are trying to get stuff done while also multitasking other things, regardless if we have children or we don't, or we have animals or whatever. We have jobs at home or jobs out of the house. We're always multitasking, so give yourself some grace if it takes you all day or a couple of days or a few weeks to get certain tasks done. Just put it on the list and get to it when you can. Don't overwhelm yourself about it. And, you know, just do what you can. That's exactly what I'm doing with the baseboards. All of the baseboards in my house are disgusting right now, but I'm taking my time and I'm just slowly working on it as I go through and clean the house each week.
I don't wanna seem all rude, but I can't remember where I am. A mattress on an old wood floor and fragments of the night before. I don't wanna waste no time, and you don't wanna waste your love. Even though your kiss on fire, my mind is all blurry now. Feeling low, hard to breathe, but this I know, I won't leave. Waking up in a bed with my head on the chest that I don't even know, but I guess it makes sense, 'cause I know we both lied everything that happened last night. So just come back to bed, I wanna hold you, come back to bed. Oh, just come back to bed. I can tell what time it is. The thing is I don't really care, 'cause I got no place to be other than right here.
Funny story, I'm still finding confetti all over my house. It's just like little pieces here and there, like the red piece over by Lola, that's a piece of confetti. I was sitting on the couch the other day and I looked up and there was like a little piece hanging off one of the fan blades, which I didn't even think, there's probably a bunch of pieces up there that I can't even see because I didn't even think about like that area. Ceiling fans are going to be the next thing after baseboards. I'm going to be working on my ceiling fans because they're bad. Every single one of them. And we have a ceiling fan in just about every room in this house. So it's time. They're bad. I always forget about them because it's like out of sight, out of mind type of thing. So my ceiling fans are always neglected and they're always on. So they're always collecting dust. It's bad. It's bad. How we all don't already have allergies is beyond me because our ceiling fans are gross. But that's going to be the next thing we tackle in increments. And yeah, confetti everywhere. Still don't regret that decision though.
So nice, mumble while you sleep. Waking up in a bed with my head on the chest that I don't even know, but I guess it makes sense, 'cause I know we both lied everything that happened last night. So just come back to bed, I wanna hold you.
Another disgusting place where we are, you know, cleaning again. It's been so long since I've moved this TV stand. I mean, it's probably been over a year, which is bad, right? I mean, how often are you supposed to move like your stands to clean behind them? Because I really just don't know what is like proper etiquette for that. How often do you move your stands to clean behind them? I feel like when you grow up having carpet, like I don't remember my mom moving the TV stand. I mean, we also had like those really big, like clunky TV stands. I don't think she could have even moved it by herself, but I don't remember my mom like moving them to clean behind it. But we also had like carpet and stuff. I don't think it gets like this with carpet, right? This is like a wood floor thing. I don't know. You let me know. How often do you clean behind your like TV stands and random things like that? I have realized that I have waited entirely way too long, and we will be doing this every few months now because this is disgusting. I do have to say it feels amazing knowing that I've gotten almost all of the baseboards cleaned downstairs. I have cleaned underneath all of like the furniture. Like within the last 2 weeks, I have done all of the baseboards downstairs except for the entryway. That's the last one. I probably won't film that just because I'll probably quickly do it within the next few days. But I've also cleaned behind the TV stand. I've cleaned behind the buffet, and I've also taken the ruggable rug off and washed it underneath the dining room table. The only thing that's really left to do is to move the couch and get under there, which I will probably do within the next month, but it's going to be a little bit I don't know, because with my head I'm not sure if I'll be up for that task and bending over and all that. So that'll have to be a task I do with Chris home, so he can help me with a lot of the like bending over stuff.
It's hard to be strong. Confusion in my mind. No way to turn back time. My soul in need of remedy.
All right, friends, here are some after shots of the house all cleaned up and everything spotless. It doesn't last for very long, you know that, but it did feel good while it lasted. Thank you so much for choosing to click on this video today. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. That really helps me. And hit that subscribe button if you're new. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.
Running out of steam.